zicheme kono chubu bundi chonsi abana ngwakana bali chibese ne serikali wetera the government scholarship mkwae gubali chiloni chiogo soma wetera help higher education loans board ne chibese cho mwana ngwae wale chirichi tutokoroka out of pocket echo mwana gutumia kumenye skuru gulendagera na gwakane se nyumba komenya egento kende abana ngwae gubali chi constituency bursaries and even county government bursaries echo applications chirororo naba bunge unabono mubungo Kitutu Masaba constituency bwana honorable Clive Gisairo we are committed sana aso go support abana bagocha Kitutu Masaba egende Tanganyika tabiringa mwana ndo kwense gocha Kitutu Masaba wekagwe bursary in full inta abana baito January intekinega endeleta abana bali bako school January mwakaribishwe ndogendeleta na intake na application sinchigenderete
asamange nabo okubatalira ase skuru yiga kose obakirisi migwetara sinamba cyabo 0743480999 kose 0782490068.
Charagre Chinsa Ekamine Ekeonga Senchira yo weng Morgobo yo igomya Wirit Gerigere Alhamis Chitariki 15 na isato nchengoro kwa Catherine Nyaboga Vanessa Nyaboga kurasomuna wimanyerio Kevin Ngeri kuro studio kabere nero kwane kabuna TVCS na boiga Mario Gingo ikirachira Senchira ere yo boikirano Ritkurerera insi ya Kenya niyo yabwatana ninsengima gochengena na boigo kunyora ritkurio boene bwa barabake go service akubiri bwatu mubara moke bwa bantu Muraiwensi ya Kenya Daktari William Samoei Ruto nigara umuyegoyo hase nyumba yobora ya State House imeyo motio Nairobi na nigo ikirano n'abawaziri abagavana abarai na boigo omukonyo muraiwensi na boigo abantu kurwa ebisabuku ebibike muraiwensi nigakwanira ali arasiri chiko anina mono ekatipa yensi ya Kenya bunira chiko barenda agubara abake.
Basi at the count of 3 atakata utepe tukijua kwamba ipo 3 2 1 wapi makofi ya kumpigia rais, na tunaiona pale launch of the national policy on ethnic minorities and marginalized communities.
First, the policy establishes a minorities and marginalized communities directorate as a central coordinating unit and provides for the creation of a national council for ethnic minorities and marginalized communities through legislation. Mulisikia yule ndugu alinizungumzia hapa mapema. Akasema ili tuwe na mpango kamili na uwezo wa kuhakikisha ya kwamba kuna protection na usimamizi wa sawasawa kwa wananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya wanaotoka katika minority groups, lazima tuwe na sera na lazima tuwe na sessional paper na pia tuwe na sheria ambayo italazimu kila kitengo ya serikali kuhakikisha ya kwamba wale wachache wanashughulikiwa na serikali ya Kenya. Na ndio nimesema kupitia sera hii ambayo tumepitisha kama baraza la mawaziri, sasa tutakuwa na mambo matatu ya muhimu. Ya kwanza, ile unit ambayo imekuwa ni unit ya coordinate mambo ya minorities, sasa itakuwa a full directorate katika ofisi ya rais. Jambo la pili, ili kusiwe na mambo ya karata ya pata potea ama guesswork. Tuwe na sera ambayo itapitishwa, tumepitisha katika baraza la mawaziri, na mapema mwaka ujao tutapeleka bunge, ili tuwe na sessional paper ambayo inasema ni vipi wale wachache kati yetu, wale minorities kati yetu watashughulikiwa na serikali ya Kenya. Na jambo la tatu, tuwe na sheria ambayo sasa italazimu kila wizara, kila department, hata county governments, vile wale wachache minorities na marginalized watajumuishwa katika uongozi na katika
hase nkwana yaye omokonyo omuraibwense Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki nigago keregitambukiro ky'omuraibwense anena mona ogochingera nabo yokunyora ebisako biria bya barabake ase ateba nerebu ya barundi nigikoro kyabo kerindwe nabo yogogosekwa batari kurigereria omubaro w'ebisako ebyo.
We should be guided by the founding principles of our constitution, so that we navigate this very delicate issue, so that it does not weaken our country. Instead, it strengthens the foundations of our country. Kwa sababu mambo ya minorities ni mambo ya uchache, na mambo ya uchache ni mambo ya Mungu. That's what the Constitution says, that minority, the number of people who belong to a certain ethnicity, who speaks a certain language, hiyo ni mambo ya Mungu. Na katiba inasema walindwe hata kama ni wachache. Na kwa sababu numbers zao zimekuwa wachache as compared to others, Mungu ako na uwezo hata kuongeza hizo numbers in the future. But they must be protected. Mambo ya marginalization, that term, marginalization, is an indictment to ourselves as a nation. It was an acknowledgement. Tulikuwa tumekubali hapo awali kuna jamii ambazo zimetengwa. And Your Excellency, marginalization, many times, the first casualty of marginalization is the minority communities. But as we navigate this very intricate space, we must also know marginalization. Even large communities can be marginalized. Na mimi najua ya kwamba because of economic policy, we have certain groups that could be fairly many in numbers, but they have been marginalized. And it's an indictment. We said when making the constitution, we will make sure that we integrate all communities.
Nsemo ya waziri wa gender, culture na mangana heritage moske hanu indot cheptum nigo aliira yogo cha kwane kya bunari erigango gendarire ko chingiro in meyesi ya Kenya anne mono kera omwaka. Nsemo yende niga gikiriga tiebimira asebisa kwebyo anne mono ogosara ku mwana munyaruka asatebe asairira osasateba na gendera ko tarire bisa kwebyo nakobawo bosemye igoro yobo bebimira bunebyo.
Your Excellency, this policy therefore not only a cultural milestone, it is a tool for empowerment, equity, and national building. It is yet another solid platform for delivering better objective of achieving inclusive growth by leaving no one behind. On behalf of the entire Ministry of Gender, Culture, and Interior Services, I pledge my commitment to the continued commemoration of this day and the implementation of the policy. And as I conclude, Your Excellency, these are the communities that we keep going around talking to them about issues that I want to make it very clear today. These people, Your Excellency, are helping God to create by removing some parts of the body. Wanakata wasichana mahali hafai kukatwa. Leo tunataka kusema mambo ya FGM iishe. Tukipitisha hii policy, mambo ya kusaidia Mungu kutoa mahali pengine, hiyo ikome. Mahali macho iko, ikae hapo. Mahali mikono iko, ikae hapo. Hata ile kitu imefichwa, kwa nini mnaitafuta? Wachaneni nayo. Ya pili, Your Excellency, sisi kama culture tumeamua watu wenye wako kama soul, wenye wako na saa zingine kichwa wanasumbuka, wako na stress.
Togo tigana nayo abora kiwa be grade ya kianda abo matemu abo akejisea asoka ewiki ange ewiki yaita ni gobono wikiro mwere wiki yeiga baramanye chiskuru bachoriwe na boigo barachi goso omutinyi mutangani bo mwaka ogocha okona sigikaro gya 65 Gekiombe kia boro kia kianat morike botambia se wizara y'ekisemi ambassador Julius Bitok nigo ateba aboro kiwabo nigo batakire gutuma uyumbenge ucyase namba 222 gucakira ritkuria ankyo eri kumanya chiskuru bachorire semende nigo ateba gati aboro kiwa bali batako kiwune chiskuru kya barangiriwe nigo bairwe ribaga ryo gochya guchinja chiskuru echo nakogenda ekyo kuganya kwabo.
Starting Friday 19th, all learners will know the schools they have been placed. I want to call upon all our learners to send SMSs or reach out to your former schools, the junior schools, so that you can know which schools you have been placed. And the revision will be done also from the junior school. The junior school head teachers are the ones who are going to instigate. Just the same way they supported the selection, they are going to be also the ones supporting the revision of the choices of the learners. We are going to place students equally across the board, without favorism, without favoring any school, without favoring any specific group of people. But after that, during revision, then some of the schools who have been enjoying the pre-select advantage can be given a chance to review the students they have received. Whether they are needy students, whether they are students going on scholarship, they can get a chance now to revise in the second level.
Mwaziri w'uburimi netugo muske mutahikawe niga kwanere mirobere ya serikali n'amanogo kyane nchera nabo igo kwirobera botsi obo murakera gukona nabariki bamangano muske kawe niga kwanera okubwatani wako abasai asensemo y'uburimi eriko kyane omuchando bwenjera asensemo yende niga kwanera echancho asekito.
If we have got a bumper harvest, we are also at some point going to face the biblical drought at some point. So we have discussed this issue in a manner that that allows for planning into the future and looking at ways and means of having a more permanent solution to the problems that we face. The infusion of youth in agriculture, and to make sure that young people begin to see agriculture as a cool thing to do because there is money to be made in agriculture. And we are certain, and we will begin a communication strategy to ensure that youth understand the truth. And the truth is that there is a future in agriculture, there is money in agriculture, there is families can get involved in agriculture. We are asking those who own the land, essentially who are the parents, to allow the young people, to be the lead people as far as agricultural activities, particularly value-adding in agriculture, is concerned. Confusion regarding the system that we are using in the whole aspect of animal vaccination and animal tracking and tracing. I think we should make it very clear, just like I said earlier, that we are digitizing the entire agricultural sector. And part of that digitization under CADIC is a system that we are calling animal identification and traceability. So AniTrack is a system that we are going to use. When we vaccinate a cow or a goat, we want to make sure that we vaccinate, so there is a record of the vaccination, but we also tag the animal, so that moving forward, you will be able to know, in fact, to a spot, exactly where that animal is.
Shabto Krista Ikomigetembetvnews iguru Chinsa ikomichi abono morogobo wancho mburigerere abo getasini kya Getembe wikiraga buno to gochwekere omwere w'Ekeonga Chinsa ikomya senchira yo wenga omwere korinde asobo ikiranu kosa yo monenda mange nigo aragochira senchira yo wekiranu chisemesa y'Ekeonga Chinsa ibere nabo igo Chinsa nyeche botko bwarero nere haruni ototo nyangire nchengoro kwa Catherine Nyaboga Vanessa Nyaboga kurasa omuna w'imonyerero Kevin Ngeri kuri studio akabere nero koneke buna chibichechi nabo iga Mario ngo ikirashira senchira ere yo wekiranu henda kubwatia mirobere ya Getembe TV bwesemi bwego kina bwego bwemonye buna botambe tumbira neri itukore ankyo